Welcome to Children Worship and Wonder. The Lord be with you. Let's get ready for the story by singing Be Still and Know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. This is the desert box. So many important things happen in the desert that we need a small piece of it to help us tell the stories. The desert is a strange and wild place. In the daytime it's burning hot, and at night it's freezing cold. There's almost no water. The wind blows and it molds and shapes the sand. So the desert is never the same. God loves us so much that He gave us the 10 best ways to live. And the people of God loved them so much that they built an ark so they could carry them with them on the way to the promised land. They even built a tent for God called a tabernacle to keep the ark in. At last, God led the people of God through the waters of the Jordan River to the promised land. They were home, but the people who lived there didn't want them to come. They fought with them and tried to throw them out. They even captured the ark. After a long time, one of the people of God, King David, captured the city of Jerusalem. He built a beautiful house called a palace to live in. He didn't have to live in a tent in the desert anymore. Then King David found the ark, and he brought it to Jerusalem, and he placed it in the tent for God. Then King David said, I live in a beautiful house, but the ark of God is in a tent. I will build a beautiful house for God. But God said, no, your son will build my house. So when Solomon, David's son, became king, he built a house for God. It was called the temple. It took a long time and a lot of people to build the temple. And it was full of all the beautiful things from the tent for God. in the Holy of Holies was the ark. If you go to Jerusalem today, you can't find the temple or the ark, but that's okay, because they are everywhere that people know God and love the 10 best ways to live. That's what makes a holy place now. You could have a holy place right now where you are. I wonder how it felt to finally live in the land that God promised, and how it felt to build the temple. I wonder who got to help build the temple and how they did it. I wonder what it felt like to go to the temple in Jerusalem. I wonder what the people did there and how they remembered the 10 best ways to live when they were in the temple. Now that the temple and the ark are gone, I wonder what the people of God do to be close to God. Now let's listen to the story in the Old Testament. This is the light of Christ. Our story is in the Old Testament in the book of 2 Chronicles. Then Solomon said, "Lord, you have said you would live in a dark cloud. I've built a beautiful temple for you. You can live in it forever." The whole community of Israel was standing there. The king turned around and gave them his blessing. Then he said, "I praise the Lord. He is the God of Israel. With his mouth he made a promise to my father David. With his powerful hands he made it come true. He said, 'I brought my people out of Egypt. Ever since I did that, I have not chosen a city in any tribe of Israel where a temple could be built for my name. I have not chosen anyone to be the leader over my people Israel. But now I have chosen Jerusalem. I will put my name there, and I have chosen David to rule over my people Israel.' With all his heart, my father David wanted to build a temple. He wanted to do it so the name of the Lord could be there. The Lord is the God of Israel. But the Lord spoke to my father David. He said, 'With all your heart you wanted to build a temple for my name. It is good that you wanted to do that, but you will not build the temple. Instead, your son will build the temple for my name. He is your own flesh and blood.' The Lord has kept the promise he made. I've become the next king after my father David. Now I'm sitting on the throne of Israel. That's exactly what the Lord promised would happen. I've built a temple for the name of the Lord. He is the God of Israel. I've placed the ark there. The tablets of the Lord's covenant are inside it. He made that covenant with the people of Israel." Now this light, which is in this one place at this one time, will be changed so that it can be in all places at all times.